The aim of this video is to consider film techniques, camera shots, camera angles, camera movement, and lighting. Filmmakers, directors, cinematographers, and production sound mixers use film techniques to create meaning in films. Film techniques we're going to be looking at in this lesson are camera shots and angles, camera movement, and lighting. A camera shot is the amount of space that is seen in one shot or frame. Camera shots are used to demonstrate different aspects of a film setting, characters, and themes. As a result, camera shots are very important in shaping meaning in a film. An extreme long shot contains a large amount of landscape. It is often used at the beginning of a scene or a film to establish general location, setting. This is also known as an establishing shot. A long shot contains landscape but gives the viewer a more specific idea of setting. A long shot may show the viewers the building where the action will take place. A full shot contains a complete view of the characters. From this shot, viewers can take in the costumes of characters and may also help to demonstrate the relationship between characters. A mid-shot contains the characters, or a character from the waist up. From this shot, viewers can see the character's face more clearly as well as their interaction with other characters. This is also known as the social shot. A close-up shot contains just one character's face. This enables viewers to understand the actor's emotions and also allows them to feel empathy for the character. This is also known as a personal shot. An extreme close-up contains one part of a character's face or other object. This technique is quite common in horror films. This type of shot creates an intense mood and provides interaction between the audiences and the viewer. It is important that you do not confuse camera angles and camera shots. Camera shots are used to demonstrate different aspects of setting, themes, and characters. Camera angles are used to position the viewer so that they can understand the relationship between the characters. These are very important for shaping meaning in film as well as in other visual texts. A bird's eye angle is an angle that looks directly down upon a scene. This angle is often used as an establishing angle, along with an extreme long shot to establish setting. A high angle, also known as a down shot, is a camera angle that looks down upon a subject. A character shot with a high angle will look vulnerable or small. These angles are often used to demonstrate to the audience a perspective of a particular character. An eye-level angle puts the audience on an equal footing with the characters. This is the most commonly used angle in most films, as it allows the viewers to feel comfortable with the characters. A low angle, also known as an upshot, is a camera angle that looks up at the character. This is the opposite of a high angle and makes the character look more powerful. This can make the audience feel vulnerable and small by looking up at the character. This can help the responder feel empathy if they are viewing the frame from another character's point of view. During a pan, the camera is aimed sideways along a straight line. The camera itself is not moving. It is often fixed on a tripod, with the operator turning it either left or right. Panning is commonly used to capture images of moving objects like cars speeding, or to show sweeping vistas like an ocean. Tilts refer to the up or down movement, whilst the camera itself remains stationary. Tilts are often used to reveal vertical objects like a building or a character's facial expression. The movement when the entire camera moves forwards or backwards is called dollying. Dollies are often used when filming a subject that moves away or towards the camera. Moving the camera forward is called dolly in. Moving the camera backward is called dolly out. Tracking is similar to dollying. The difference is that tracking involves the camera moving sideways, parallel with the subject. An arc is where the camera moves around the subject. This type of camera movement is generally used to convey intimacy between a couple. In a pedestal move, the camera body is physically lowered or raised vertically. In a zoom, the lens magnifies or minimizes the size of the subject, whilst the camera remains at a constant position. Rack focus is where a blurred image becomes focused, or vice versa. It is an extremely effective way for a filmmaker to move an audience's focus from one subject to another. A cinematographer may choose to film using a handheld camera if the action is moving quickly, or if the jerky movement of the camera adds to the narrative. In cinematography, the use of light can influence the meaning of a shot. For example, filmmakers often light villains so they are heavily shadowed or veiled, using silhouettes. The amount of light and direction of the light provides the viewer with information about the narrative. For example, lighting is used to indicate the time of day. In backlighting, The main source of lighting comes from behind the character. Backlighting is used to create a silhouette, which can make the character look mysterious due to the effect of shadows. It can create a sense of impending doom and is often used in horror films. A key light is the main source of light in a particular scene. This is usually directed onto the main character's face. Fill lighting is a secondary light which can be added to soften the effect of shadows. In underlighting, the main light source comes from below the character. Underlighting can be used to disfigure the face, and it is a technique often used in horror films. In top lighting, the main source of lighting comes from above the character. Top lighting can create shadows on the low regions of the face if used without a key light. However, it may remove shadows when used with a key light. A camera shot is the amount of space that is seen in one shot or frame. Camera shots are used to demonstrate different aspects of a film's setting, characters, and themes. As a result, camera shots are very important in shaping meaning in a film. Camera angles are used to position the viewer so that they can understand the relationships between the characters. These are very important for shaping meaning in film as well as in other visual texts. Camera movement reveals more information about the characters or the setting. In cinematography, the use of light can influence the meaning of a shot. For example, filmmakers often like villains so they are heavily shadowed or veiled, using silhouettes. The amount of light and direction of the light provides the viewer with information about the narrative. For example, lighting is used to indicate the time of day. Well, we've made it. That's the end of the lesson. I hope you've got a lot out of it. I'll be doing another lesson on video techniques very shortly, and I hope to see you there. Thanks again for watching.